Aston FC is a Saturday league team in the Birmingham Amateur Football Association League. They are currently playing in the 3rd Division, battling to get promoted to Division 2. However, winning the league is now out of their reach. Abdullah Islam managed to interview 3 Aston FC players to find out why they still play football at this level.
My name is Liam Nottingham and I'm 26. So my position at Aston FC is I'm current manager of Aston FC Football Club. I also play, so I'm player manager, I play at centre defence. I can play anywhere though, up front, midfield, defence, but mainly at centre back.
My name is Nadir Islo and I'm 24 years old. My current position is behind the strikers. It's my favourite position, but most of the times I don't get to play there. Help out in the central midfield role, which I also enjoy playing.
Yeah, hello, my name is Zakaria Osama and I'm 21 years old and I live in the UK, come from Holland. My position at Aston FC is central midfield, defensive midfield. Really, anywhere in the midfield will do the job. I currently go to university as well, BCU, Birmingham City University. That is, I study criminology and security studies. How I juggle uni and football is basically timekeeping and trying to get everything sorted out. It kind of helps as well, being football on the weekend, uni being there. So it's really about timekeeping and managing time, really.
My current career, I'm an education support worker for a pupil referral unit in Solihull. So we operate like a normal school, really, although we're a pupil referral unit. So children come in for its sort of early intervention. They come to us, hopefully for 6 weeks, get reintegrated back into their new school with strategies that hopefully they can use themselves to have success in a mainstream setting. Managing to juggle football and work is I find quite easy. I'm quite fortunate working, like I said, within an education setup. I work in effect 8 till 4 really. So although you're getting up like 6 or whatever it is, and I finish at 4, I'm home by 5. So that leaves evenings are my own in effect, and weekends are my own. So for me personally, I don't struggle with juggling football and a career. I know it's not the same for other people. Other people work shift patterns, like my brother, for example, who plays for us, works shift patterns, and he works on a Friday night sometimes. And so my brother, for example, if he needs to play on a Saturday, we'll do an all-nighter, having come in from work at 7 o'clock. So I don't have that problem. But like I said, I understand the balance that people would struggle, but I personally don't.
My current career is I'm a warehouse operative in a logistic company. Well, it's easy for me at the moment because I enjoy my football very much, so it's a hobby, it's part of my life. It's not something that I see as extra work, or it's something that I take work off for or refuse to work on a Saturday to play my football. So it's kind of, I need that balance in my life between football and work. Unless I've got an injury or anything that stops me from playing, I will always carry on playing football. Well, it's going to be part of my life, and at the moment I just enjoy playing for the club.
The reason I play football still at this level is there's not really that many opportunities out here in the UK, that is. And yeah, I still have love for football, so anything to play football, really.
Well, the reason I still play football at this level is it's because I enjoy it. That's the main thing. It's my outlet. That's how I see it. I mean, I've got outlets in life, so I enjoy reading, sort of watching series on TV, like Breaking Bad, etc. Drawing, DJing. I DJ at weekends as well. But this is my main outlet. This is the one thing that I look forward to all week. It will determine my mood for the rest of the week. If we win on a Saturday, that's it. I'm buzzing. I'm happy all week.
Yeah, of course I had it. When I was a kid, all I wanted to do is become a professional footballer, but you grow up and you become 16, 17, and all your friends start getting scouted, start playing for academies, and you're the only one standing out. And when you're 17 and 18, and then reality hits you in the face, and then you got to turn around and start looking for jobs or whatnot, just to back up your future, your own future.
Did I have the dream to become a footballer? Of course. What kid didn't have the dream to become a footballer? And yeah, I did have the dream, but the love is kind of not there anymore, innit? The reason why I lost the love for becoming a professional is really because moving to UK was really a big step and a whole different environment, really. So it did kind of it took a while to settle in before I got really back onto football. So more or less it was just time and just life, innit?
I don't think I've ever really thought of football as making it professional and as a career. I got into football quite late, to be honest. Growing up, my dad was never really around when I was a young guy. So I left when I was, it's about. Well, I don't remember it. I don't have any, memories of my dad being around. So there was no male figure in my life who would push me towards football, and so the women in my life, so my nan, my auntie, my mum, they weren't interested in football. So I was never pushed towards playing football. I sort of just came upon it myself. And like I said, by the time then that I started playing for it, I was 16 before I played for a team then. So I think I already, by that age, you sort of realistically know I haven't been in a setup or this, that and the other. So I knew I wasn't ever going to play professionally, if that makes sense. But you always dream of it, of course. You still dream of it. But I thought realistically, I knew I wasn't going to ever play professionally.
Well, not really. I gave up on professional football, but I think as a semi-professional, I could keep up. Yeah, as a semi-professional, I could keep up.
I would say yes. I know it's realistic. I mean, like I said, speaking in of my brother's experience, and my brother's played semi-pro Solihull Moors, so he's 27 this year, so he's 1 year older than me. But he himself didn't start playing at a higher level till quite late. He'd finished uni, so he was about 21, 22. And up until that point, even though he had the quality, he never took football seriously. He played for a team where he knew he didn't have to train, and like he could just show up on a Saturday and play, and that's how he did. And then, like I said, when he turned about 22, 23, he thought, right, I'm going to start taking it seriously now. And he started playing for a team called Gresley, just below the conference, about the Alliance. It's about 7th tier football. And then from there, he got picked up by Solihull Moors. He's been with them 3 seasons now. And they're top of the Conference North. So next year, if they hopefully, fingers crossed, win the league, he'll be playing in the conference this year. So for him, it's been a quick turnaround. In 3 to 4 years, he's gone from not taking it too seriously to start taking it seriously, and now he's playing in the conference. Whereas had he have done that 2 or 3 years prior, where could he have been?
Well, it was towards college really when you start to realise you are doing college, you are doing education, and some of your friends are in scholarships and football academies, living away or living abroad and playing professional football, getting a pre-contract and getting their contracts done, being promised first team or reserve football after they finish their youth contracts and whatnot, and you're just there playing, Sunday league football or Saturday league football. And that's when you start to realise you need to do something else with your life.
Not really, and the reason for that is basically because of your age. 21 is kind of an old age within the football scenery, and yeah, so they usually look for more kids younger so they can develop them into their football style, which I have developed my own really and truly, so it's kind of hard. You never know though, innit? I started to realise I lost the opportunity really mid-teens and that, from the 18s and above really. Went to a few trials, didn't really work out. So then kind of gave up really and truly.
Well, what I think is I'm not made for the English game. What they look up in the youth system for the English game is for strength, for pace, but I didn't have neither of them. I'm just more technical footballer, someone that keeps the ball on the ground, plays passes, and at that moment, I don't think they were looking for my type of footballers in the youth academies. Maybe they've changed now. Maybe they were looking at more technical and whatnot. But at my time, there was only strength and pace and speed involved. So I think that was my most letdown. as well as, the strength and the pace that I didn't have. I could have, like some other friends, gone abroad, played my football somewhere else or tried in more different countries where, I could fit into or whatnot, but I did not have the means, and, I didn't have the means at that time. It just didn't work out for me in that way. I didn't have the support as well of, parents that would help me live abroad and whatnot. I didn't have a professional contract, and it would all be way too difficult, to leave. So I was kind of stuck, not being able to play my trade here and being able to show, the English youth system, what kind of qualities I have or what kind of qualities I have to offer for them. But they didn't even look at me. They were just, he's too small, or he's not gonna make it. And I'm not really disappointed about it. I was disappointed at that time, very much disappointed. But as you grow up, you learn, and you just grow up and come into reality and just live your life and start working hard, for the other things in life.
What affected me most, that stopped me from becoming a footballer, especially in the UK, is they don't really look at technical and flair kind of players. They really were, like a few years ago, they really looked at strength and more of physical physique, which I didn't have at that time. And so it's really the opportunities here in UK, is the footballing style they play, really, that stopped a lot of people at my age and my style of play of stopping from becoming a professional footballer, really. I probably would have the opportunity if I still was in Holland. The reason for that being is there's a lot of more opportunities for the kids out there, like especially youth clubs. There's a lot of football teams, especially the area I lived in. I was surrounded about 3-4 football clubs, which gives opportunities. So you never know, if I stayed there, could have been a different story, but unfortunately I didn't.
Well, football is always going to be part of my life. I watch football, I live football, and as I said, as long as I don't get a serious injury or be old enough not to run anymore, I will keep playing football myself.
What would be the main reasons that stop me from going pro? I think, to be honest, loyalty. I think when it comes to Saturday football, I've only ever played for Aston FC, so obviously I coach and manage them now. But from 16, like I said, I've only ever been at Aston, and I couldn't see myself anywhere else, to be honest. So I think my loyalty to Aston has, especially I think Saturday you take it a little bit more serious than Sunday football. That's my mindset anyway. Like Sunday football, I enjoy Sunday football. I go to enjoy, and I know I'm not running a team, and so that's my mentality towards. Where Saturday I still see as serious football, even though it's not professional, it's not even semi-pro. But I still see it as you take it a little bit more serious. And like I said, because I couldn't see myself anywhere other than Aston, I think that's one of the main reasons.